are back here with Raw Chef Jane, and we are so excited because, you know, we were talking about apples and everything that you can do with it because they are so versatile.
Yes.
And while I'm putting on these gloves, why don't you tell us again, remind us what we did over here.
What I did was I cut the apples, I sliced them in very thin slices on the mandolin. Now again, if you don't have a mandolin, you don't have to do that. You can do it any way you're comfortable. You can cut it up into small pieces. There's no law on this, okay?
Right.
It's up to you and however you're comfortable doing it. What I like about the mandolin is that when these apple slices, and I chop them a little bit loosely so that they're smaller pieces, they kind of they stay crisp, but they get a little bit more limp, and I'm not going to say that they get a cooked texture to them, but they're a little more limpy than they were when they started out.
They're a little less al dente.
Yeah, a little less al dente. Yes, a little less al dente.
That's a better word, I think.
And what's nice about it also is that you put a little pinch of Himalayan salt in there, and that brings out some of the juices as well. So if you notice in this, we actually have a sauce.
Look at that.
Yeah.
And it smells incredible.
Oh, it is, of course. And we have a little cinnamon there, coconut palm sugar, and a little bit of freshly ground ginger, to top it all off.
Yes, and I will say I tried some after or during the break, and that ginger, it's not overpowering, but you can still taste it, and it really adds adds depth to it. It really does.
And that's how it should be, as far as I'm concerned, unless you're making something that you want the ginger flavor to be so prevalent. But to me, ginger lends itself very nicely to peaches, bananas, and apples, and
kind of the sweetness.
I can imagine that with bananas.
Oh yeah,
that'd be really
And actually, if you remember, a couple of months ago, I made something very similar to this using peaches.
Yes.
Okay, and that also could have ginger in it, which is very delicious. So what we've done is I've made this mixture, and at home what I did was I took a mixture of equal parts of dates and pecans, and I think we've gone over this a few times, and that makes a nice crumb mixture, or a crust. Now, what Anna's going to do here, she's actually going to help to make this. She's making her own birthday present here. Now, you're going to kind of squish it together so that it gets very firm. Then you're going to put it into this little mold, and you're going to push it down so that it comes to be a mold, like this. And we have like a little cookie. This
could be circle,
You could eat this as a cookie,
as
a raw cookie.
Dates and pecans, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, exactly, exactly. Delicious, right? Now, what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to take a little bit of our apple mixture. I'm going to put it on top of that, add a little bit of crumb on top, and poof, you have a delicious dessert. Now, the other thing that you can do with this, we can make like a cobbler with it, okay? Take a little bit of apple, like yay, okay? And then just take some of the crumb topping and put it right on top, like you would be making a cobbler. So you have a couple of different things that you can do with this if you don't feel like taking the time to make a mold out of it.
But that was so easy.
Look at that.
I mean, it really was. It was so easy.
And
I think that's such a great thing that you can do it two different ways, because you know you always hear with your eyes first, and so there's so many different ways that you can use it, and it can be, and that can be something hands-on that you can do with guests or anything like that.
That just looks like fall.
It does, right? It does.
It just looks like fall on a plate. It
yes.
really does.
Oh my
and
gosh.
with the cinnamon in there, of course, you get that fall feeling with the apples and cinnamon. I just love that because fall is my favorite time of the year. But you see how easy this is to do. And I wouldn't tell you to do anything that wasn't really easy. I mean, you know, because I'm the queen of easiness.
Yes. Well, we love it. And Jane, thank you so much. And when we come back, we still need to talk about Farmer and the Chef, because you are going to be there. 5 years now you've been there, so we can't wait to talk to you about that. But in the meantime, make sure you check out her website, because it has this recipe, perfect fall recipes, perfect summer recipes, anything you're looking for. Make sure you find it there. And don't forget about It's Not Just Salad as well. Jane, thank you as always. We'll be back with some more.
Thank you.